Look, when the masses begin to mass up on the streets, Nana Addo should know that the military, that he thinks he can use the senior men to abuse. The junior ranks are very angry. We know the results. Even the special voting, they voted against Nana Addo. You think they are happy with what is happening? They are not. They are only compelled by the dictates of their profession to remain true and loyal to the high commands. And so if these high commands are the very ones abusing power, now making them only loyal not to the constitution but to a regime, and they think that we are scared, oh, bring it on, we will show you and we see. Those cowards that are throwing those words at us, you think we fear you? We do not at all. And to my fellow Ghanaians, especially those who are the very loyal NDC people who are worried, concerned, disturbed, feeling that they are not hearing from the executives or from the leadership, and therefore it means they have gone into comatose. No. If you want your leaders to fight a battle for you, they must be battle ready. They must be very well prepared. And in order to be prepared, they must gather their acts together. We all saw the videos. We saw the images. We saw the discrepancies. We saw the inconsistencies. We saw all the anomalies. We saw figures that ballooned suddenly, that were 729,000 from the eastern region suddenly changed into 752,000. And that evil of a woman called Jian Mensah, whose end will be very miserable because not even God will pardon her. Not even the devil will pardon her. And she thinks that she can do this and get away with murder. The wrath of the people, when it is coming, is like a tsunami. You will not be spared. Look, fellow Ghanaians, we have gotten to the crossroads. This is what Nana Addo expects. We will not be cowards. We will not be cowed into submission. If they want war, you give them war. They should be prepared for everything. Because we can see all what they are doing. And what should make them think that we should be scared of them in the first place? Why should we be scared of them? These cowards who cannot even withstand any pressure, and because they think today they have the state apparatus, and so they can therefore say that, oh, they are wielding power and therefore they can do as they wish. Look, a lot of the military are not even happy with what is happening. A lot of the policemen are not happy with what is happening. Many are asking the question, why then are they quiet? They are trying to be law-abiding. But when pushed to the wall, when shove comes to push, our men in uniform will defend this country without fear or favor. And the people who will go down are the very people at the helm of affairs who are trying to destroy this beautiful country. If your leaders call on you to get onto the streets, do it. Everybody will join you. We don't have to be scared. We don't have to be afraid. And those cowards who are saying that we should go to the courts because they believe that they have put in some lame gods who are in charge there, and for which reason we must be scared of them and we should not try the law courts. We will try the courts. The reason we will try the courts is that we want the whole world to know that we believe in due process. And that is why we will try the courts. We will make sure that we will gather incontrovertible evidence that will be adduced in the competent court of law. And let us see what the judges will do. Let us see what they will say. Let us listen to them. Look at somewhere like Esikado Ketan constituency, where there were only 3 parliamentary candidates. But in the end, Jian Mensah has found space to accommodate 3 extra candidates. Where did they come from? When did they contest that election? And we do not know. Then there are some people called the Peace Council, the clergy, the voices of dissent. Suddenly they have gone mute because they are even scared of the monster that they were backing themselves in 2016. Because if they dare talk, Nana Addo will come after them. So they are now even scared themselves. And when you talk, they say go to court. We will definitely go to court. And if the court doesn't rule in our favor, we will know what next line of action to take, especially because we know what evidence we are gathering. We know what we have. So let nobody shiver. Please, those of you who out of emotional trepidation or out of the stress, the all what is going on, and you therefore feel that, look, you are feeling disappointed, do not be disappointed. Your leadership is leadership that you can trust. They don't want to rush things so that they will go to court or go to take the next line of action and be deflated. They want to make sure that they get concrete evidence, gather it all, so that even when it is put before the devil will have no choice than to say that the NDC has a good case. This tyrant, Nana Addo, his appointees, his members, they are even ashamed. They are ashamed because they know the mess they have created. They know they were scheming and rigging the elections. How does it even make sense? Do not believe anything that any of your members or our members were compromised. Nobody was compromised. Imagine that you and I were at the collation center, we saw the figures and agreed and signed to it, only for the EC official to to transmit a different document. I am telling you, identify all these EC officials one by one. Identify them. Keep their faces. If we have to go and greet people, they are the first people we need to go and say good morning to. They are the first people we need to go and visit because they are turning this country upside down. They decided to compromise the sanctity of that autonomous institution. The guy at Techiman South, at, how do you call it, in the eastern region, parts of the Volta region, in the Upper East region, all over the country. Identify them. Let's identify them. If anything happens, those were the men who threw this country into chaos. Those were the men who compromised with the regime. Those were the men who compromised with Nana Addo. Those were the men who were the cowards. Those are the nation wreckers. We don't need to fear them. Get onto the streets if we will have to. We will do that. Louis Nana Kwame Boateng, you said if you are not afraid, leave the kitchen. Do you have another kitchen for me to come to? Give me yours and I'll be there. Look, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the worst leader Ghana has ever witnessed in history. And he should be ashamed. But you know the worst of it all? The evil woman he has there called a wife, Rebecca. If this country goes into flame, nobody will be spared. Because bullets don't know people. Bullets don't discriminate. Chaos doesn't identify anybody. There's only one country called Ghana that we all have. Why should we allow a single person to want to run it down? Because he wants to hold on to power. No, this country must not be thrown into chaos. We'll go through due process, and we believe that the due process will vindicate us. The due process will let the NDC be considered victorious. And to those hypocrites called media men, who suddenly are saying that, oh, how did John Mahama do it? He was able to get 6 million votes. He did so well. Congratulations. You hypocrites, stinking, lazy, foolish idiots. You are congratulating John Mahama, and you are not able to talk to the anomalies that we are all seeing in the results that are being churned out by that evil woman called Jen Mensah. And then some say that, oh, John Mahama should just concede. Because you believe that he's a very humble man, a very peace-loving man, and for which reason he will easily concede and let peace prevail. So let us move on, and you can continue doing this to the NDC. TV3, Adom, whatever. I don't even watch some of them anyways. Today, the media is not defined by what the NPP say it is. All of you have become silent. So you hated John Mahama this much just because he was a northerner? And you think I shouldn't say this plainly to you? So when it comes to the NPP, they are the first-class citizens of this country. The rest of us are second-class. The NPP are first-class citizens. And we, the rest of us, other tribes, are second-class citizens. And I pity some of you. Nana Addo is building and developing his Achim kingdom. What is he doing to those of the rest of you who are voting for him? You claim you did 3 SHS, you did, how do you call it? 1 district, 1 factory, 1 village, 1 dam, 1 million per constituency, 1 ambulance per constituency, free electricity, free water, and you could not even increase your votes. John Mahama, who in the past 4 years didn't give any citizen a peswa, who could not even afford a bulb for any community, has been able to gather 6.2 million votes. Even after all your suppression, you think people are not watching? And you believe that, should this not be someone who should be seen to be consigned to his living room, peacefully watching television? And now tribalism has eaten us all up, but you don't even want to talk about it. You want to pretend that you do not know this. You've got to offer us again. You were asking John Dramani Mahama that if he had all those plans to effect and he wants a second term, why didn't he do it all in his first term? Ask your Nana Addo, why hasn't he also done all the things he's promising to do in the next 4 years, in his first 4 years? So you see the logic you guys have? Common sense has departed from you all. And you believe you are Ghanaians more than any other person. So for us, when we talk, we don't speak sense. But when you talk, it means a lot of sense to you. You go to multimedia, you go to, and they are all quiet. They don't have the nerve to question what is happening. Meanwhile, they've forgotten that if there is chaos, people will visit their anger on you even more than anybody. Because you looked on